7 surefire ways for demolition companies to fail. So some demo companies find long-term success. We're talking generations and generations. Pretty impressive. However, it is a pretty high cost, high stakes game that cutting corners, overlooking critical business fundamentals can lead to a demolition company going kaboom. We do not want that because that's not where you guys want to be. You don't want to go down the get broke quick scheme. Not the way to go. So number one is prioritizing low prices over quality. The race to the bottom is not the place you want to be. You want to be in a race to the quality and to the best. Frankly, there's going to be times where people only want the lowest price. Well, they're going to get the lowest result. You want to make sure that your company is focusing on a profit margin that is healthy, long-term, short-term, mid-term, etc. And you guys are realizing that things like inflation and rising costs do occur. Number two, lacking proper licensing, insurance, and compliance. I hear all the time on the podcast, making sure that you have the right lawyer, right insurance people, right accounting people, etc. on your team, making sure that you have a dream team so that way you can get through with the licenses, the permits, the coverages that you need, the bonding, etc. Keep yourself out of the penalties and lawsuits. Make sure that you guys don't deal with shutdowns or compliance violations because that's only going to hurt you. And it's stuff that frankly, you guys know you need to do and be on top of to keep your business long term. Number three, poor project management, safety management. That kind of stuff is going to really hurt because it's not going to allow you guys to get through job to job safely or properly or in a manner that's going to allow your money to stack up. Instead, it's going to thin your money. You want to make sure that you guys don't overrun projects or delay them all the time or have a bunch of change orders if possible. You want to make sure that your property isn't stolen or damaged or ruined. God forbid you have any team injuries. It could be, employees of your own. It can be, vendors, labor, etc. Just make sure that you guys are on top of your projects and you're really taking care of whomever is on these projects because one major issue can have a lawyer with a field day. Number four is inadequate cash flow and financial mismanagement. That is something that happens far too often. Demolition is a cash intense business. We know that there are things like lines of credit that can be oh so important. We want to make sure that you guys can really focus on not getting hurt by unexpected cost, overhead that goes through the roof. Really you gotta have a budget. You gotta make sure that you guys are taking care of your numbers and that your projects are not going above and beyond too often in terms of the cash being spent. It's very, very risky. Number five, technological and operational stagnation. So demolition companies resilient to changing and updating like in the marketing world. Sometimes you guys just don't want to do it. You don't think you need to. You've been around for 3 generations or 2 generations. Hey, I get it. Totally get it. But it is a new day and age and you guys definitely need to get with it. Otherwise you will be left behind just like Blockbuster was, just like Sports Authority was. Those companies had been making great money for a long time and stuff comes around and will take you out. So make sure that you guys are on top of things and not just doing things the old school way forever. Old school is great. Please incorporate it, but you have to make sure that you additionally are staying cutting edge. Number six, poor digital marketing and brand awareness. It is a digital age, guys. What are you doing most of the time? You're on your computer, you're on your phone, you're on something that has a screen that is digital. You have to make sure that you guys can be seen, heard, felt, understood, and able to be contacted online. If you're not, these little or middle tier competitors will be eating your lunch, or whoever. It could be the big guys too, who just heavily invest in the marketing. They will get you in this digital age. Number seven, subpar customer service and relationship management. Something that we see all the time is people don't pick up the phone. It can be for net new opportunities. It can be for deals that are already going on and relationships that are already going on. You guys have to make sure that you communicate clearly. You guys really have to make sure that you nurture relationships so it's not just a one-time operation. It can be multiple deals where possible, or of course they can refer you, recommend you to people in their network. People in the space can be very close to each other, so really focus on word of mouth and be able to make sure that you guys are taking care of those communications.